Okay, since I just left off when I had done a pre-assessment on my client's main line, and I found that everything was okay, the normal saline was without kinks, and it was labeled, and I was satisfied with my findings, I would do my hand hygiene, make sure my hands are nice and clean, and then I would start to visualize and look at my bag, making sure that it's clear without any chunks, there's no leaks, the bag is nice and intact and patent. The label clearly states cefazolin on it, 500 milligrams dissolved in 50 milliliters of normal saline. And then the expiry on this one is December 20th, 2020. Alright, awesome. So now that that's all done, we can start our first check. So, with our bag in one hand and our MAR in the other, we can start our first check. So, we have Sid Garland, cefazolin, 500 milligrams, 500 milligrams. So we have matching client, matching drug, matching dose, route IV. So we have matching route, site right hand, so matching site, frequency Q8H, matching frequencies, time is 2200, the right timing, and the reasoning behind this is because the client is suffering from infectious-like symptoms. And now that we finished off our first check, we go right to our second check. Alright, so we have right client, Sid Garland, right drug, cefazolin. Okay, we right dose, 500 milligrams. The route is IV, The site is the right hand, The time is 2200, The frequency is Q8H, And the reasoning behind this is that the client is receiving infectious-like symptoms. Okay, so now that we did our two checks, we can now do our math. So, I'm going to do the calculation for both pump and droplet. Okay, so here is P for pump. So we have 50 milliliters over 60 minutes times 60. That's going to give us a calculation of 50 milliliters in an hour. And then our droplet is 50 milliliters over 60 minutes, and then multiplied by a drop factor of 10, to which I found on the top of that. And then that gives us an answer of 8 droplets a minute. Okay, so now that I just did that, we're gonna go into our third check. So, with our MAR in one hand and our medication in the other, we are gonna perform our third check. So, we have right client, Sid Garland, right drug, cefazolin, right dose, 500 milligrams. Right route is IV, Frequency, Q8H. The timing, 2200. The site is right hand, The reasoning behind it is the client is experiencing infectious-like symptoms. Okay, so from here, what I would do is I would double check my calculation by flipping over the paper. So once again, doing both pump and droplet.